Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and on tonight's video I'm doing a very basic ash bowl. Now this piece of wood was given to me by Mick Jews. We both went to Turner's Retreat 25th anniversary a couple of weeks ago, and he brought me a couple of blanks to use on these little demos. So thought, you know what, let's have a look at it. And this one was really intriguing. Lots of spalting, a little bit of rippling, and there was some what looked like there was going to be some voids in there as well. And also it was cut on the pith line, so I was expecting a few cracks and there wasn't any. There was a slight one, should I say, but I turned that out as soon as I got it to round. But lovely, absolutely lovely bit of wood. And Mick, thank you, really appreciate that, buddy. So anyway, we are now just turning the bottom, getting it to the shape that I'm after. I'm using the Easy Woods mid-size. I'm now just using the detailer to shape the mortise, and now coming in with the finisher just to flatten off the bottom of that mortise. And now on to sanding. 120 grit up to 240, and using Klingspor Abrasives. You can see in the mortise there a little black swirly as it looks at the moment, as it's just about to stop. You can see a little bit of an inclusion there. As I found out a bit later on, it actually goes all the way through the bowl and it looks absolutely stunning. So there's the pre-thinned Hampshire Sheen cellulose sanding sealer, and now on with the Yorkshire grit. So applying it by hand, and then slow revolutions. 500 RPM on my lathe is the slowest on the belt speed that I have it on. And working up to around 1000 RPM. Now that's all on, just coming back with a fresh piece, and it's all clear. Ready for the next step, which is Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax. This is the first coat. I always use three really thin coats, and it really does make the piece pop. And you can see all of the spalting coming through there. It's absolutely stunning, and I'll be honest with you, I was tempted to colour it, but I didn't. So there we are now, just working in the Hampshire Sheen, light pressure, buffing it up to a really nice shine. So now we've got to flip round and starting the hollowing process with the Easy Woods mid-size #1 hollower. Now just coming in with the finisher just to round off the round off the top of that bowl, And as I start to cut in a little bit here, this is when I start to hear a little bit of a noise change. And that's when I started to realise that that void on the bottom was actually starting to come, I was actually starting to get down to that depth and work through it. But it was no problem for the number one hollower. It just worked straight past it. It's nice, slow, steady cuts. And it worked a treat. Now just removing that middle section. And there you can just start to see the colour change in the centre. So I've exposed some more of that inclusion now. And repeating the process. Again, sanding up to 240. Really nice figuring. That spalting, I couldn't believe how spalted this was and how well it actually turned. There was no tear out, anything. It's probably one of the nicest pieces of spalted woods that I've turned. And didn't have to tidy up. So there we are, just applying the Yorkshire grit again. Follow the process, it works up to about 1,000. We're just working it in. And the final check, just make sure we've got all of it off, and we have. With using the waxes on, especially on an inclusion like that, you are going to get some in the inclusion. So you can either use an airline to blow it out, or on some occasions, what I tend to do is I've got a little craft heat gun, and just slowly work that away, and it'll just drip through, and you won't see it. Anyway. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you like this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.